Donald Trump press conference today, more than an hour. And interestingly enough, Joe Biden's not going to have a departing press conference. So he says, I guess I could change. But Biden doesn't want to talk to the press or anything like that. But Trump looked pretty strong if you saw it. The headlines, of course, are misleading as they always are. But I'm going to go over the press conference today a little bit later in the program. I want to get some breaking news stuff out of the way. But I want to tell you a few things before we get to the talking points memo. So the highlights of the press conference were overseas stuff. Canada, because Donald Trump is baiting Canada, saying, well, we really want you to be the 51st state. And the crux of that matter is the United States gives Canada, in the form of trade deficits and aid, about $200 billion a year. And that's going to stop because we can't afford to do this anymore. Trump knows it. And Trump's saying, look, we're not going to subsidize your economy or your government any longer. So you probably should become a state because then we have to subsidize you. But Canada's not going to become a state. This is all theater. Trump loves political theater. There's Panama. Now, it's another big problem, and President Trump is correct. Panamanians are charging us way too much to get our shipping back and forth from the Caribbean to the Pacific and vice versa. And there are two Chinese companies that are doing security down there, which is absurd. And Panama has got to change the agreement. Has to. But instead of negotiating quietly, Donald Trump goes, hey, you know, we may send some people down there, but there's not going to be an invasion of Panama. That'll work it out. Greenland. Now, Greenland is 56,000 people, many of whom are indigenous people. The Kingdom of Denmark, it is a kingdom, owns Greenland and has since the 18th century, and it's not given it up. Trump wants Greenland because there's a lot of fossil fuels and a lot of very valuable minerals under the perma ice frost there. And if President Trump can make a deal, that would allow us to send U.S. military forces to protect the deal. And that flanks Putin. That's what Denmark's all about. So I guess Don Jr. is going up there. He better bring a heavy coat. And he says, well, I'm not meeting with anybody. I'm just going to go up. Maybe you want to do that in July, Don? Okay. Anyway, what's likely to happen is that the people in Copenhagen will make a deal with Trump and we'll lease parts of Greenland, which would be the fifth largest country in the world. If it were a country, it's not. It's a territory administered by Denmark, by Copenhagen. Okay? But that deal is easily made because the Danes can get a lot of money out of it. Danes aren't going to harvest the fuels in Greenland. They already would have. They don't have the ability to do it. All of this is cloaked under bombast, and that's how Donald Trump rolls and deals. Okay? He throws the grenades, shakes everybody up, and then his negotiations are easier because they're afraid. He's always done that. Now, Mexico is a whole different story, and I'm going to get into Mexico tonight. And the final thing in the press conference, and this actually made me laugh. So Donald Trump says he's going to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico. Go.
We have a massive deficit with Mexico, and we help Mexico a lot. They're essentially run by the cartels, and can't let that happen. Mexico's really in trouble, a lot of trouble. Very dangerous place. We're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which has a beautiful ring that covers a lot of territory. The Gulf of America, what a beautiful name.
Well, he can, the president of the United States can change the name of anything he wants. It doesn't mean the map people are going to do it because they're not. Okay? He could change it to the Gulf of Trump. He could change it to the Gulf of Melania. And the federal government would have to refer to it as whatever he wants to do. But the map people all over the world aren't going to do it. United Nations isn't going to do it. Does it matter? No. Does it amuse me? Yes. Okay? This is Donald Trump. President Trump's victory is a win for America. That's what most voters think. But Bidenomics has left us with a failing economy. I rely on American Hartford Gold to protect my savings with physical gold and silver, and you should consider that. American Hartford Gold has thousands of five-star ratings and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau. A tax-advantaged gold IRA can shield you from worsening inflation. You can even roll over your 401k or IRA tax-free and penalty-free. So act now before it's too late. Call or text American Hartford Gold. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you for up to $15,000 of free silver on qualifying orders. Call 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. That's 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.